So what's up, y'all?
What's going on, y'all?
Happy Friday. How's everybody feeling? My nails keep breaking. So, do you want to just get started with whatever?
Hit them with the weak sauce first.
We know that. Well, we gonna go in order because I don't really know which episode was weaker, but Batwoman. Oh God, please! Of course you want to start doing that now. I wish you would like go chill out. I don't know what be wrong with you. We could talk about Batwoman, Church.
Batwoman.
Come on.
Okay, Batwoman. Fucking the dude from the Hamilton Dynamics is setting him up with fucking a crazy dude to go after Mary and her dad, and her dad found out about her fucking clinic.
Oh yeah.
True. So with that, god damn it, guy.
Right. I should have left you downstairs. You get right in here and get to doing all that. You good? No, of course not. You gotta hold your head down. But yeah, Mary and her dad was like driving in the car and they had somebody like run into them to kidnap them.
Yeah.
And,
on Winter Soldier style.
Trying to get this serum from what's the name of that shit? I guess the Desert Rose or whatever.
Yeah, that shit.
To cure, cause I don't know if they know it cure everything or they just trying to, but
and like we suspected it doesn't transfer after its first use, like it can't go to a second generation, third generation. It loses its potency after the first dose. After that, it's done. It's over. You have to get it the first time. It's synthesized or it's a no go. So with that. Batwoman, Ryan had to fucking what's her name, her girlfriend, bug her girlfriend.
Oh yeah, the phone, cause Sophie said that she had a case on her, whatever like that, and then what her kryptonite wound is getting worse.
Yeah,
and now it's like the only cure for it is for her to go get the little flower and them make an antidote with it or whatever. We still got this whole Alice and Ocean storyline. Don't really know like the extent of it, other than the fact they keep having flashbacks. Like they tried to leave together. Well, he wanted her to leave with him, but I still think it's more to that story than that. But
got it always. It's always it's CW. Of course, it's more.
What else they got going on Batwoman? I'm trying to think if I missed something. Oh yeah, stank ass dad gonna close.
Yeah.
I'm like, how you like this girl actually doing something good? Like, yeah, it may not be legal, but bitch, who really doing legal shit in Gotham? Even y'all not doing legal shit. Y'all out here doing shit wrong as the security people or whatever. But I don't know. It was a better episode. I mean, it was a good episode. Batwoman haven't been like bad really anyway. Like it was a good episode going along with the story. Cause what they 6 episodes in now?
I think so.
And then she taking a break this week and then comes back. You know what? She takes a break this week. I need to do whatever I got to do this week. I ain't got nothing to do with that.
Fuck yeah.
But she's taking a break this week. I think they having some kind of award show on the CW that night. Somebody said so.
Yeah, we can get some extra stuff done that week. Sunday
tomorrow. I mean, no, yeah, Sunday. I don't know. I be thinking it's Saturday, but what else was going? I think that was pretty much it for Batwoman though. I don't think I missed anything. Found out Mary Mama was more trash than we thought because they were doing human experiments. So if she owned the company, you know, she knew that was going on. So ain't no telling who else they got locked up in there and what else they got going on with those people. Black Lightning, child. Black Lightning episode 4. They really like. I might as well just jump to the point. I mean, like, Jen gone. Like,
they killed off. Like,
well, she ain't dead, but she's energy. Like, nobody can see her, so they're gonna assume that she's dead. They kept telling her ass not to go up there, and it was gonna have consequences.
But hard-headed kids though, you can't tell kids shit.
But like her homie, after the fact,
her homie was even trying to tell her. TC was like,
yeah, TC seen it. I feel like he gonna call Gamby and Gamby gonna call Jeff, and I can already see Jeff was like, well, where were you at when she was doing blah blah? But I'm like, no, where were you, Dad? Why you ain't got your household together? Why you trying to blame it on somebody else? But the fact that she was at the same episode, that same episode she caught him fighting. Like, she realized it was him that was fighting, and we told y'all they still ain't have no scenes together because whenever he did that little talk, it was like outside her door. And like I asked at the end of the video, like, to me, it felt like they was crying real tears because they're probably like, I don't know if that was going to be like they last scene together or if it was just, that's pretty much like it. So, because they shoot stuff out of order sometimes, right?
Yeah.
So like that could have been her last scene. Like, who knows? They could have already shot the other stuff. I don't know. They seemed like they was crying real tears though. So
they didn't even have to be there. Like, one could have been shooting that scene and the other could have shot.
It probably was. I'm just saying, like, it just seemed like the emotion in them talking or whatever, and her listening, it just seemed like it was real.
Yeah.
Why TC didn't turn her suit off? What that's gonna do? Her suit is powered by her, right? She just wears it. Like,
she just wears a suit. It's not
like Jeff's suit. Even Jeff, with his suit, he still can use his powers without a suit, though.
Yeah.
It's just not good for his nervous system. She don't need that suit. Like, that's not how she fly and stuff. That's just her. She wear the suit so nobody know Jen up in the air flying. Like, that's why she got that shit on. What else was going on in that episode?
Anissa and them with the marriage shit. That was little to nothing. My place is already got.
It's annoying though because like they had Grace like suit up with her little red extensions and her cat eyes, and then like the show going off, like they got her like helping and doing all this, like, and ain't nothing finna come from it. And then Tobias like set the mayor up to be killed. He got bodied there. Like, that's what he had going on. And Jeff keep having these dreams every episode too. Like, is it like him and Tobias gonna take each other out at the end of the show? Because he really keeps having these dreams. Like, Tobias, it's like every little dream he has, some of that happens that episode.
Yeah.
And so like this one is like he was dying, and Lynn was like telling him to let go, bro. Like, I was like, what the fuck? I was like, this kind of fucked up. And she was still shooting up stuff. Then Tobias popped up to my, do you believe in the resurrection? So I'm like, I wonder what's gonna happen with that. Now rest in peace, Grace's Groceries. She did leave my side because Trey was like, I know y'all got some ice cream out there. What else happened in the episode? I don't really think nothing else happened. Other than, like I said, Jeff getting caught fighting. And then him confronting with Lynn. Because she was waiting on his ass when he came in the door. And then he brought up Tobias and all that stuff, and they end up getting into it about that just to come back later and talk about it. Oh yeah, he want her to actually work for Tobias to try to get a leg up on him.
Yes.
But that shit might backfire though, if you want me to be honest. Because one clue, we already knew, like, I feel like he was either paying the therapist or the therapist worked for him because of some of the stuff that he said. So that dude that works at that lab that's supposed to be like friends with Anissa, ain't no telling if he got him on his payroll either. That whole situation, I just feel like certain characters is sus for you to bring like new people like that. Like, y'all either dumb and they serving no purpose, or they gonna like be working for Tobias in the end. Not Tobias look like Kingpin. Yo, Tobias would have got curb stomped at the front. The first part of the episode when Jeff came in there, he started talking all that shit, calling him a monkey and talking about Lynn just a baby mama and she could do whatever she want with whoever and all that kind of shit. Talking about he can't get a charge and all that kind of stuff. I was like, bro, he would have been stomped out in that restaurant. I don't care how nice it was. They would have had to call the police. When Anissa and Grace. Oh, when Anissa said Grace ruining the vibe, I was like, bitch, well, yeah, that was it. Because I'm like, how you rush to get married? Then this girl can't bring, what, three pieces of her own shit in here and some clothes, and you like, you ruining my vibe? Why are you looking like that?
Somebody said, "Are we home?"
Where else we gonna be at? We at somebody else's house?
We took the whole fucking setup, Funko Pops and all.
I'm trying to figure out where else we gonna be. I'm in my secret hideout. You right. I'm in my secret base. And like I was telling Trey too, if they already took Jen out episode 4, maybe the backdoor pilot episode is like the year gap that we missed, like after he left town after the Markovian War. Maybe that's why she gonna be in that episode. It's like instead of it being like present day. So that could be how they do that too. And then maybe she'll come back towards the end, because they are working on that, whatever that machine was that lady had that she asking Gambi to help her fix. That like does something with energy. Maybe that'll make her like rematerialize or whatever like that. So I don't know. I just know they gonna think she dead. I'm wondering if that's how he gonna get Black Lightning, cause he gonna be like so pissed about that. Like, which you can't even blame nobody for that, because that was all her. Like, ain't no villain do that. That was just all her. So, but he probably gonna blame himself. Like, if you was around more doing what you was supposed to do, like Lynn said, then maybe they wouldn't have been out here like that. So
how the hell? Stop making excuses for people. They must be new, bro. This setup like, is in every video,
right? And even, but where else will we be though? I'm just like, cause it don't got a couch or something. Like that's why,
this the layer. Like this is like hey, really?
Child, if I had a secret base, that shit
got
would be
superpowers, and we just
that shit would be lit.
How do y'all think I know the intricacies of super?
Let me hit the lotto. I'm gonna have a secret base that look like Star Labs, and that's what we gonna do. It's gonna look like a real mock-up of Star Labs. You think Gambi's woman was sent by Tobias? Who knows at this point? I just feel like he got his hands in everything because he got money. I feel like he know a lot. I don't necessarily know if everybody worked for him. I know they finally showed the bald guy have like telekinesis, but I think that lady can do something too, because she always got gloves on. I don't know what kind of ability they gonna make her have, but as soon as she take them bitches off, something gonna happen to somebody. She might be like Rogue. They probably made like a fake Rogue. But we gonna move on from that. We gonna move on to the Flash.
No.
Oh, what we got before then?
Superman and Lois.
Oh shit, I forgot about them. I'll be watching it and it be like cool, but like when we watched it this week, bro, you couldn't even see nothing. You couldn't even hardly see no colors. Like when Trey be talking about the dark filter that DC had, it was so funny because we was watching and he just started yelling like, I can't even tell what color that lady's shirt. That lady's shirt. It was so funny because like she had on like a burgundy shirt, but it was so dark at the little meeting they had like for the town.
Council meeting, yeah.
He was like, I can't even tell what color shirt she got on, but and you couldn't even, when they finally showed Lex face, like he was so black because it was so dark, you couldn't even see his features right. Like had I not had seen him on another show, I wouldn't have known who that dude was.
It's ridiculous, y'all. I was talking about it last night on fucking
They
Twitch.
always spoiling Attack on Titan, so I don't be on looking for shit like that. No way.
But like fucking, I'm sitting here like I'm trying to watch Superman and Lois, right? Of course, but I'm like, bro, it's so. People get so mad at me for saying what I say, bro, but it's so fucking true. I need to, bro. Yellow should be yellow. You see the color of my shirt is black. Colors are colors for a reason. They're there to give you an idea, the full imagery.
Ooh, good morning from Indonesia.
To make
Hello.
your imagination pop
Mata.
more.
Thanks for joining us, Mata. That's early in the morning over
Red is red for a reason. Black is black. Blue is blue.
It ain't like I forgot like the episode. I just forgot about. We don't react to Superman and Lois, so I have to get used to like talking about that.
It's the fight scenes are good.
Yeah.
The quality of the camera is really good, but that takes away from it when I can't tell what colors people have on.
But I would feel like that's stupid though if they calling him Captain Luther and then he's not Lex. Like to me, I just feel like that's dumb. Like I don't understand why would you make him anybody else besides Lex.
When they cut the scene, at the end and showed the big reveal with the black suit, I knew that's where they were going with it. Why he hated Superman. I was like, bro, I already know what this is because they got that black suit and they need to use it. You have to. DC is Warner Brothers is not wasting money, bro.
I'm not gonna unsee that now. Somebody just called him Master Chief in that suit. I'm not gonna unsee that shit.
I've always thought that.
I didn't, cause I knew who was in it though. Like I didn't think about it like that. Now
I've been thought that shit. Not even Master Chief from Halo 5 when the dude that played Luke Cage was
Is it Hanvo? Is the inside Hiller?
Like, bro, that shit look just like that, bro. But
I don't trust Lois Daddy now either though.
No.
Like I feel like I don't know. I don't like that. They granddaddy is trash. Cause like Cal Daddy didn't even want to see the boy. He like, why did you bring your son here? Like had he not shown any indication that he may have powers, he wouldn't even try to know he had grandkids. Like that's so whack. Like, you should just unplug your dad. We gonna leave him, you know what I'm saying, over here in the power. So we gonna make a new crystal or something. That shit.
It's ridiculous, bro. You have good actors, and you're telling a good story. Actually, you're telling a Superman story that hasn't been told, as him as a parent dealing with kids and being a father and trying to save the world all at the same time. That's a good story.
I'm not picking up no extra shows,
but you're telling it, and like I can't see colors. I can't tell yellow is yellow.
I like Tyler as Superman, don't get me wrong, and I like his story. But like I said, I just didn't feel like it fit on the CW. By the way it looks, it just didn't fit. And then it's like, you want to still be a part of the Arrowverse, but you also trying not to be at the same time. It's like, I guess. Tell them what you read about.
Oh, let me tell you. With the stupid shit. This is what I'm talking about with the CW and the WB. So, why on March 30th, I just read this, Superman and Lois going off until May. Supergirl premieres March 30th. This month, Supergirl premieres March 30th. Premieres their whole season 6. Goes off on May. I got you on the dates. Superman and Lois last episode is March 23rd. Supergirl premieres March 30th at 9 8 Central on Tuesday.
After
Flash. Until May 18th. I think Superman comes back May 18th or maybe May 25th. That's when Superman and Lois come back and runs through the summer. Why not just have Supergirl just come on
and finish,
and then bring on Superman and Lois?
I really think they wanted her to finish with the new season of stuff that's coming on though, like in the fall, like when they come back. That's probably why they did that. But
so those
I don't know why they just didn't show nothing else in this place.
So you know, I'm gonna let y'all know.
Did you say why they took a break?
They saying because of COVID.
Oh, somebody probably got it. That's like
on the production set of Superman Lois, it was COVID. So I'm like, bro, why didn't y'all like Supergirl? Like, these breaks in these shows like this are what kills their ratings. Breaks like this fuck up ratings. I understand COVID is a thing and it's a problem. I get that.
Some people don't get it telling people not to wear masks no more.
I don't give a fuck with nobody.
I'm just saying though, but you see like people still getting that shit and then like, but you like no.
And like, bro, this is how I'm gonna say that about the Texas governor is the stupidest.
Who gives abusive vibes like he? Oh, you talking about the daddy? I was like, Tyler don't look like he beat. Oh no, you talking about Lana husband? I thought somebody was saying Tyler was abusive. I was like, excuse me. I'm like, that man don't look like he hurt a fly. They talk about the man who played Lana husband. No, he looked like a regular ass fucking American that act like can't nobody tell them shit about what's right and what's wrong, and he living his life just like that.
The thing is, man, Superman and Lois could have been the greatest show ever. But I'm like, that coloring, bro, it throws me off each time. That coloring. I'm like,
but Supergirl last season probably gonna be good though, cause it's her last season. They good for doing that. They good for writing like life finna be over when a show about to go off. Wherever's that energy while the shit was on.
And I just can't. I can't. Like, I'm not knocking Superman and Lois. I'm like, bro, even at the barbecue, y'all,
they not having no crossover. They off for COVID. They not having a crossover, and when Akara does show up on Superman and Lois, it won't be the same one we know. So it's like,
I'm like, this is the thing. Like, bro, look at the barbecue scene, bro. Why do all of our clothes look like they're like pretty much black and white? Like, you see hints of colors. Like it's not like
Yeah,
colors like you can see
like
my shirt.
It's a Superman show though. Like I don't understand why that can't be bright anyway. I can understand a Gotham show being dark because it's fucking Gotham. But like you out here on a farm in Smallville where you supposed to be able to see the sun, the birds flying, the animals on the farm. Like why
the grass look
like,
brown as fuck?
That's what I'm saying. Like that dark filter stuff. Like even if you put more money in something, you don't have to like it don't have to look dark. Like I don't understand who makes that decision to where like all our shit just need to look like it's dark.
Of course,
I know people that have like color deficiencies hate watching shit like in DC because like all that.
Bro, and like I have that shit, and that shit sucks. I can't tell my reds and my oranges sometimes, but that shit looks bad, bro. And like when you have a good actors on a show and it doesn't look good, that's but I can tell like the boy who plays Jordan, I think his name is Alexander. That boy's giving his all in this performance. Like, he is fucking rocking that shit. But it pulls me out of it with the coloring, bro. It really does. That young man, Alexander, I think his name is. If I'm saying his name, if that's not his name, the boy who plays Jordan.
That shit was funny.
And the boy named Jordan who plays Jonathan, they're giving their all.
It was funny when they was at that meeting and Trey was like, look at them in the background while Lois started talking. Like, they was back there like, here she go. Like, we weren't supposed to be here for all that. She done went and quit the damn paper. And then, like, she gave him that whole ass letter talking about that's the best writing she ever did since they took over. I thought it was going to say some shit. It was like, I quit. I was like, ooh. I'm about to be out here talking so much shit out here at the whatever that name of the paper is in Smallville. What is it? The Smallville Gazette?
Mm-hmm.
About to be typing up so much bullshit on this.
So, Captain Luther hair looked green to you too when they were in that scene. When on the first episode,
talking about his suit.
No, when he took off his helmet, it looked green. I thought I was the only one that saw that. So I'm not nitpicking.
No, the coloring. I mean, I see colors just fine, and like the color is too dark. For
I never noticed. Maybe have different versions. What?
Different versions of what? What I don't know what you're saying. Like y'all gotta be more specific.
What?
We talking about too much stuff.
No, DC don't be looking like WandaVision episode 1 and 2 because episode 1 and 2 were in black and white, and I can understand them. That DC don't look black and white. I don't know what the fuck they're doing. But it does not look black and white. It looks like bland. Like you know how you could. Like, you see how his suit looks right there in the background of
Twilight movie filters. Y'all play so much. If Carl will have a different actress, is Superman not on Earth the one or the same universe? Like I said the other video though, like you saying yep, no, that's not.
He's on Earth 1.
Right, but what they're saying, they trying to say like he not on Earth 1 because they're gonna have a different car. It's just that. It's gonna be a car from another Earth, just like you got a Lex from another Earth. Like you gotta remember, they doing the multiverse again eventually. So like she could come from somewhere else. Cause I mean, in reality, she came to Earth after him anyway, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they could just make it so she just came late. They know how they write shit over there. They might just make it seem like this her first time coming. So they can introduce her as a new character. I feel like they shouldn't do that season 1 though, because if you bring a Kara. Like, say, for instance, they decide to do Power Girl instead of Supergirl. And you actually bring her and people like her, that's potential for another spinoff later. Power Girl instead of Supergirl. Like, it's still different because it's a different character. Like, it's a different take on the character. But I don't know how they be thinking over there. So
and then this is the crazy shit. Because I'm finna get off this and go right into the Flash. Barry, first thing he said... Clark recommendation. I'm like,
yeah,
Clark.
he mentioned him in
I'm
the
like,
first
Clark
episode.
recommendation. I'm like, so y'all really are on Earth Prime.
I don't know where y'all living at with that coloring looking like that. That's why I was like, that shit don't go together. Like, I get you trying to bring in a new show. I just felt like a lot of people like Tyler. I feel like people would have watched it anyway. You got Superman fans that would have just watched it anyway. Like, you didn't have to put it in the lineup with the CW shows and it don't look the same. You could have debuted that shit on HBO Max. That gives you a chance to expand your platform besides movies. Start having week-to-week shit on HBO Max like other shit is starting to do. Like, that would have been your opportunity. Y'all got the money. That's the thing about investing money and stuff. people might have would have signed up. Like, I don't know. Now all of a sudden it's like, I don't even know how much we matter of fact, I keep forgetting we don't pay for HBO Max because we already got HBO with cable. So like, come with it. But I think their subscription shit is like what, $15.99. It's kind of up there because they was like they thinking about making another tier because they was like most people aren't wealthy. And I'm like, you sound dumb saying that. Like, you sound rude saying that. Like, oh, let me make a category for poor people. That's basically like what you said in the thing. Whoever the person over the company was like, oh, you know, like a lot of people that watch our shit poor, let's just make another tier for stuff. Like, that's rude. Like, you don't say that like that. Like I said, I wasn't a Superman fan like that back in the day. I don't know much about the Wonder Twins and all that kind of stuff. So whatever they decide to do, that's what they decide to do. Like, I'm watching the show because I like it. So whatever they decide to do, that's cool. Like I said, if it turns into 75% or more high school bullshit though, I can't do that because it's supposed to be about Superman and Lois. It was already annoying just watching the boy go to school that one fucking day and they already picking on him like he just got there. Like, that kind of shit is annoying.
Trey, you've actually made a good point. This is probably why the directors thought they could get away with the insane padding on Superman's costume because of the dark tone of the show. Yeah, like I didn't understand that too. I was like, why did they pad him up like that? Like, I had no problem with Tyler's original suit from the crossovers. I figured what my thoughts were, why did they use that suit season 1 and do something else? I mean, they could have padded him up, but y'all really padded him up. Like,
Michael, thank you for the donation. Just finished watching your reaction to WandaVision. I enjoyed. Like, always keep up the great work. Hopefully you guys are doing good in Texas. Thanks for the support. Yes, we're doing well so far. But you got to stay out of these ignorant ass places that won't be having mask mandates. But we're good. I feel like they do that dark filter shit because you can lazy edit like that too. Because they feel like people not going to see shit. Like, if it's dark, it's certain shit they ain't got to go in and VFX or edit a certain way. Because, like, it's already dark.
You know what I think it does? It's a time constraint where, we don't have to waste much time. We can just go in and do this, blah, 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 boom. We don't have to spend years or weeks editing.
Is it Aubrey Productions? Thank you for watching. It's
like,
the first time.
You know, Marvel takes years to edit. Like not so much years, but months to edit their stuff. Months.
If you disappointed with the WandaVision finale, I'm gonna need you to exit stage left because it wasn't nothing wrong with that. Y'all want to be out here guessing that everybody and their damn grandmama and granddaddy gonna be on the show. Ain't nobody tell y'all to do that. I feel like that shit started and ended good, and there's a lot of people that can't do that.
Nope.
That shit was like rounded up well. Like, people really out here complaining because, like, oh, Doctor Strange ain't come because you feel dumb because you thought people was coming that didn't, so now y'all mad. Lisa, thank you for the donation. Both Flash and Wanda had me in tears.
Well, let's get on the Flash, man.
Yeah, that was a great episode. They had so much stuff going on in that first
eggs.
episode.
Dr. Mina Juan, I think that's her name.
I forgot it because
yeah, I know it's Mina, but she's a speedster. I'm like, Chester was reading the book. Barry was in cryostasis. Shit, trying to preserve his speed. Can we give it up to the goddamn JV squad?
Yeah, I guess it made sense for them to like put Allegra and Chester on more now because you probably gonna see less of Killer Frost and Cisco. Because just think if Barry would have had to go through all that shit without them there, that would have been like weird if it was just like him and Nash and then Iris already missing. It's like, it's the Flash, but it's like their show is set up where you kind of need a team. You kind of need like extra people around Star Labs for stuff.
Supergirl did not push back Superman and Lois. Superman and Lois pushed back Superman and Lois. Let's get that straight.
Bro, they got COVID. How Supergirl did that?
Like, that ain't got nothing to do with Supergirl. This is what we be saying. People need to take this COVID shit serious, and then this is what happens. Your shows get pushed back. So
I feel like if you're watching Superman and Lois and you're new to that show, then yes, it may be hard to connect with the characters. I'm used to seeing Tyler in different spots during the CW like Arrowverse, so I know him and I like him as Superman. That what made me like the show. And then what you had them last couple crises that the Lois was in, like you got to see her do stuff. Of course, the kids are new because you just like bam, we ain't see them grow up. They teenagers already. So yes, you may have to get a little adjusted to their kids because it ain't like WandaVision where we got Billy and Tommy, and then you seeing them like while they little going through struggles, like, you know, you just bam, they teenagers, you know, so it work a little different. Cause I ain't gonna worry about it. But yeah, Flash, we got all them different irises, all them different whales. Then we got all the different whales again on the other, like it was so much stuff going on.
Acting like how Tom act as those characters.
It was so funny when he did the French for me. Like that was the one that had me laughing when he was talking in French.
Sherlock.
That was funny. Him talking in French. Like I wonder if he already knew French or he had to learn it like for like them lines specifically.
Like, he was killing that shit, man. He was going off. Funny. He was killing every bit of that shit because it's hard to pull that off acting as another actor acts.
Not gonna lie, I fuck with Chester because he's what Cisco is supposed to be all the time until they ruined him and made him dislike his powers and have issues with Barry. Like, I get being serious because the more stuff you go through, it changes you and he's new. But like, his character is refreshing.
Yeah,
he like us. He like the fanboy and fangirl that we are. Like if we was around the Flash, like bitch, I work.
And that's what made people love Cisco's character.
Like I still love Cisco. Don't get me wrong, but I am still kind of mad that he gave up his powers though. Like that ain't gonna. I'm not.
When I first saw Cisco,
now we back at.
When I first saw Cisco and I knew he was gonna be on the Flash, I was like, okay. I was like Cisco. I'm like, I know that name. And this was when the episode they were on Arrow.
Allegra is the medication. Y'all wrong for that. That's her name, though.
I was like, okay, Cisco. I was like, where do I know that name? And when he said this one line on Arrow, I'm getting a bad vibe from him. I was like, son of a bitch!
You in them eyes.
I was like, that's vibe!
I mean, she could have a name. Which say her name is? Accelerant. But I mean, like, you gotta realize, too, she needs to train her powers more. Like, we just got introduced to Allegra last season. She doesn't use her powers a lot. And you see this episode, she was trying to do something and she kind of like, she did well, of course. But she has to learn, I guess, like her capabilities, I want to say, and learn how to use them correctly. So they may get to that point, but they not giving no new character no suit already. And then, like, you don't know if she going to be around next season or how her story going to play out. Because when you think about it, like, yeah, she's a good addition to the team, but you don't have Nash anymore either. So it's like, is she gonna stick around? Is she gonna want to go her own way? Like,
I feel like
I like her and Camilla working for Iris though. Like, I like that Iris has girls around that she cool with because they never let her and Danielle do that. So it's like, it's nice to see that she got friends even though they work with her. Like, it's nice that they at the paper. It's nice to see that. But you know, what is it, like recurring characters? Like, I feel like she'd be more like a recurring character than like just on every episode. So
what else? The artificial Speed Force is not going to last. If you think it's going to last, you're crazy. I feel like the Speed Force is going to be reborn eventually. I don't know how, but the artificial Speed Force is not going to last. Hence the name artificial.
That's a good question, Jordan. I thought about that, but like I couldn't find an answer to that question. Like he said, Eva pretending to be all those Iris clones and creating Sam Scudder makes you question how long she's been stalking Team Flash. Because, like, she has abilities to create clones and do stuff, but she can't, like, go into your mind, right, to know what you got going on. So, like, how would she have known all that different shit about Iris, like what her future self looked like? Like, you know what I'm saying? How would she have known all that? Mm-hmm. That's what I was like. That part, I'm just like, how would you know that? Like a current Iris snap, yes, but like all the way back from season 1, future Iris, like how you know about her to like do all that? When Savitar like stabbed her up, like they got all these different Irises, like how would you even know to make those clones like that? Unless there's something else going on behind the scenes, but like I don't know, but I like Eva as a villain, even though she's like a mirror villain. But like they caught me all the way off guard when she killed Sam, when she killed like Mirror Master, and then like bitch, he wasn't even a man, I created him. She was like, I was like, oh damn, like the way she said.
I like how they did it though. Ooh, instead of making the actor come all the way up there just to be COVID tested and quarantined for 2 weeks, they just like, boom, we just get somebody and just show his ass, shatter his glass, like boom, get over that shit.
Hoodie Dart. Thank you for the donation. Did you guys watch the premiere of Superman and Lois? Yeah, we did. We talked about it last week. We watched the first and the second episode. We just finished talking about the second one. Not you forgot about Ralph and Sue. Well, they did mention Sue and they mentioned Ralph, but like, I forgot what they said they were doing, like hiding, you know, like because they blamed her for like all the murders and stuff, I guess, that was going on with Black Hole or whatever her husband name was. Like they blamed Sue for it. So they making it seem like her and Ralph on the run, like hiding or whatever like that.
DC can't.
I know Sue, the lady who played her.
DC can't give me a position because they're not gonna like.
No, they're gonna fire us like they fired that lady who tried to give her opinion on
like
Superman.
they can't. DC cannot handle the truth, and the truth is you need help.
You know what? DC can handle the truth. Y'all need to get rid of all them old motherfuckers that have been there, and like the ones that got like sexual harassment allegations, the ones that still racist. Once y'all clear out them old bitches and get you some new, you know, like some new people in there, y'all will be just fine. That's y'all problem though. Y'all want y'all friends to have a job because y'all knew them for however many years and blah blah blah, and they ain't never picked up a comic book. They just Warner Media, Warner Brothers TV, like that shit ain't never picked up the comic book. All they looking at is ratings and dollars. Like once y'all get rid of some of them, then that's why, like, I feel like too with Black Lightning, I feel like it's some racial shit going on behind the scenes with that too, because it's an all black show. Because I just feel like they dogged them more than anybody else that was going off. Because there's other shows that have been canceled, like what CW done canceled people like halfway through their first season before, right? And I'm like, they still ain't do them like that though, like how Black Lightning getting done. So that's why I just feel like it's a lot of other shit going on with that. But that's my opinion, and I'll save that for another day. But with the Flash though,
the whales, bro. Now this is something I don't understand, and this is me. Yes, I come for the Flash neck just like I come for anybody neck. Why was HR there? He died. His particles shouldn't have been there. Unless you're saying his particles became active even though his particles were still active some kind of way, which still doesn't make any sense because he's dead. HR died 4 years ago. So,
but with Crisis they reshaped the multiverse though. So what if out on another, you know what I'm saying? Like what if they did?
So you're saying, so what you're saying, the timeline's been rewritten, but even still, they still had to fight Savitar, so he would still have to die for us to get to this point. I get that, but I'm like, why? Why was he there? Was it a slip up? Possibly, because I don't see why he would be alive now. I've been thinking about this for days now.
I didn't think about it like that.
I've been thinking about how could he have been inside of Nash even though he was dead. It makes no sense. He was dead.
I don't know, because like I said, like Crisis rewrote a lot of stuff. Like when you had everything redone.
Now exactly. So he survived some kind of way, even though they stabbed him and like, oh, he didn't die, but you're gonna say he's dead. He's dead.
But that's the same. Well, when you think about it, though, that's the same for villains that died on our Earth that came back. Because remember, Cisco was like certain villains are back, like from. So it could just be certain people came back and certain people didn't.
But this is my thing. If that's the case, hold on. Give me a second. Certain villains aren't alive. Then why if certain villains are alive, got it, then why aren't certain heroes alive, i.e. Ronnie?
But what if he is though?
But he would be on our Earth.
But like my whole thing is like, it's certain people that's back. Like even if it is, they not gonna exploit it if they not bringing him back. Like
true, I get that. It was just.
And what if he wouldn't be on our Earth though? What if like when the particle accelerator exploded like the first time, and he never really died anyway? We just never knew, and he was still wherever he was at, like somewhere else.
Like what's the boy name? Like Eddie.
Mm-hmm. Like, and then even if he was on our Earth, like what if he was different though? Like what if? I just feel like that's the thing about like doing the universes and stuff like too with the redoing stuff that changed certain moments in time too.
Yeah, it does change. It changes certain moments in time, but they haven't got to those moments, so it's just like...
Because I'm just like, what if he is alive, but Caitlyn wouldn't be looking for him because she think he dead, and maybe he not looking for her because maybe something worked out different.
It's possible. I'm just saying, it was just a weird moment for me with HR. I'm like, hey, like people be like, Trey, you don't come for the Flash, Nick? Yes, I do, bro. I don't see how that made... Yeah, they probably just did it to
because it's one of the favorites. Everybody like HR. Yeah, I feel like they did it because if they getting rid of the whales, then that's like a goodbye, like another goodbye. But
true, but I can't. They're not getting rid of whales because
they may not bring those ones back no more. Though specifically, maybe Harry, yes, but like I can't. The rest of them won't come back no more. No. Sherlock and HR and Nash probably won't.
Yeah, but like I can see them bringing Harry back, even if it's for an episode. But I'm like, bro.
Because somebody was like trying to get an attitude in the comments too, like Harry can't exist because that's Stargirl Earth now. What the fuck does that even mean? It's still Earth 2, bitch. Like he still could be there. What you mean like they can't coexist? Like, but how you know Stargirl went on Earth 2 before we knew her? She would have been a kid. Like she would have been younger. Like how we know she ain't been there? They just made her a superhero. That don't mean she hadn't been there though. Like I'm just trying to figure out because one person on the Earth, somebody else can't be on there and like coexist. My question is, if they bring in Jay to Earth 2, is it he from Earth 3 or has he always lived on Earth 2? Like how they finna do that storyline when they do the crossover with him? That's what I'm wondering. And then like I think you were saying like Jay and Jones supposed to be on our Earth 2. Mm-hmm. Like I don't know how they doing all that, but I'm hoping they explain it though.
I don't know what happened. Like I don't write for the Flash. I don't know what happened with.
I can't appreciate
Mama Frost. I don't know.
I can't. I mean, if it ain't gonna be nothing that's important later, they probably just not gonna deal with it.
Yeah.
And then plus she's off with her anyway, so we don't know what they doing. Like this shit, they could be over there.
It's the first episode, y'all. Like y'all act like I really be in Vancouver writing with the writers.
Not with Stargirl. She got her whole show, so like all I can say you do is watch it if you don't.
Like bro, like I don't work for the writers' room.
But like I can appreciate the fact that even though this wasn't supposed to be a premiere episode, it felt good. Like it was a good episode.
Yeah,
I can't say it wasn't weird not having like Caitlyn and Cisco there, but at the end of the day, I mean, I still think it was a good episode. Like I got excited seeing the way his cow come on now.
Yes, like, comic book.
It's like even though I know they don't have a bigger budget or like than a lot of shows, like they still seem like they put more money into it because of the way some of the stuff looked. Like seeing Ava do her whole Matrix slide, like that looked good the way they did it. Like it be small stuff. It don't always have to be like big stuff that you have to see that look good. Seeing her go through the little mirror, like the way she was floating through them windows when he was chasing her, like all that kind of stuff. It be little stuff like that. That's like good because it's CGI, but at the same time it's not so dusty that you can't like deal with it.
Yeah, like in the Flash when Barry was sliding on the plane, it looked way better than in previous years. Yeah. Like it looked like Grant was sliding on a plane, not the CG version. Like it looked. I was like,
it looked like they just slowed him down.
Like like they slowed him down, sliding on I don't know a ramp or something, and it made it look more realistic.
Sailor, please.
I'm like, I don't know.
Antoine, thank you for the donation. Who can win between Wanda and the Spectre?
I don't cross universes. No
yeah,
more.
that's
I'm done with that. I'm done crossing universes. I'm done. Like
I mean, but to be honest though, if we did, let me hit y'all with something real quick because y'all gonna stop disrespecting Wanda. She can shape reality and do shit without dying though. Homeboy had to die to fix shit. So that shows you a difference in power right there. If you gotta die to fix the universe versus me destroying that bitch or fucking up and doing whatever I want and I'm still kicking, still drinking tea. Look, still drinking tea in my house like I'm good. So, but next. Kevin, thank you for the donation. Just wanted to say, hope you guys are doing well. I'm late for Real Talk, but I just want to interrupt 1 second and say you guys check out Coming to America 2 in your spare time. It's hilarious. I forgot that came out.
I forgot too.
But we will though. We'll get a chance to watch it. Oh yeah, that was interesting this episode. Seeing Cecile like use her powers like Top.
Yeah.
Cause Top like finding out she used to be an empath, but then she's like turned that into something more. So seeing Cecile like feeling afraid like that and then putting that shit in her, like that shit was funny. I wish they would have gave Cecile a different eye color though. I don't feel like it should have been the same as Top's because they're not the same. I just feel like he could have gave her like a
yeah.
blue or something.
It's different than me suggesting something and writing stuff down. Now, while I could write it down and write it as an episode,
I would rather consult, like, you know, like, just let y'all know that this right here, when they come out, they ain't gonna, like, don't do that. Like, I just feel like, as a fan, I wouldn't want to write, like I was telling Trey, like, about acting. I wouldn't want to act because I like watching stuff, and I feel like me being behind the scenes and learning how that shit work would take away from the experience for me. Because if you notice, it's a lot of movie people that don't even watch their own stuff. Like, I'm sure they have reasons, but, like, they won't watch the stuff that they do. Like, I just feel like I wouldn't enjoy it as much if I did it like that. So that's why, for like a comic fan, I wouldn't want to write for a show and then you get online and somebody, you thinking you did a good job, and then the whole, you know what I'm saying, fandom like, bitch, resign. Like, you know what I'm saying? I would rather read that shit and let you know, well, where I can appreciate this, I would suggest you change that to like something different or something like that. It ain't even got to be like a messed up conversation, but sometimes you get, like, sometimes there are writers who write shit, and then you still gotta remember too, it be people over them that tell them to take shit off or no, we can't do this or whatever else. So it ain't always on just one person or one set of people. It be other people too.
like, it's certain words you can't even say on TV, and you gotta make sure, like, in this day and age, like, think, like, just like this, people are like, you fucking Zeds, you Generation Z kids are trying to cancel Eminem for lyrics in 1999.
I just feel like cancel culture shouldn't exist if it's not something that's present day. You weren't born in 1900. You weren't born in 1950. Like, y'all ain't out here fighting for racism like that. Y'all ain't trying to cancel these extra racist ass people that's been living since the dawn of time because they still racist. So, like, don't be out here trying to cancel somebody for shit they said or did when they may not feel that way now.
Like, ain't nobody finna cancel Eminem. Shut up. Like, parents, get
like,
your fucking kids, bro.
That's just like us being gamers and gaming in, like, what, the 90s and the early 2000s. You heard the F word drop, like, every 2 minutes. They didn't mean it as a slur towards gay people. They just was calling you that because they was upset. That's just the word people use. Now you can't say that because it's not right. But you can't go back and cancel them people that used it then if that's not how they meant it. Like,
yeah, go back to movies in the 80s and 90s. People said the F word, and you know it's a derogatory term for a gay person. It's in movies, bro. Some of your favorite actors in movies, even in the MCU, drop that term. I bet you ain't finna cancel their ass. In movies.
But, like, it's amazing to me, though, how, like, y'all, it's so funny, like, it's certain people I feel like can be canceled because y'all still doing shit now. Like, if y'all didn't know, they was doing, like, that hashtag rest in peace Jeremy Renner the other day. Like, they was doing it on Twitter because they brought the shit back up that he did. But, like, I didn't know he was in interviews, like, dropping racial slurs, like, being real disrespectful. Like, you work for Marvel. How you even still got your job doing that? Like, he had, like, serious allegations on him and abuse in his family. Like, doing stuff to his wife and his child. Like, but you still got your job. That's why people trying to cancel, like, the new show. The Hawkeye show and stuff. Like, they trying to, that's why it's, like, coming back up. Because people's like, I don't want to watch that if he in it. You know, like, or whatever. I was like, if that was the case, they should have just let him jump instead of Black Widow. We could have still had her.
Yeah.
Like, that's why I stopped messing with him like that when I heard about all the stuff that he did, because, like, ain't nobody just making that up, like, for what? And then it's coming from different sources. Like, I just feel like you can't...
Don't come for Generation Z, blame TikTok, upset, that's who is on TikTok, Generation Z. What are you talking about?
But I mean, like, y'all saying don't come for Gen Z, but it don't be millennials, though. They try to use millennials for everything. They keep using that word, and then that's not even, like, the right age group.
Millennials are born from 1980 to, what, 90, 92?
Phantom Black, thank you
Something
for the
like
donation. Trey and Touch, I really enjoy your part in the mixed reactions. His edit of you guys reacting is so funny. Of what? Of WandaVision, like, already, or like something else? At least he give us credit, though, because there be other people that don't do that.
No comment.
What? No, you gotta comment if you saying I'm late. Like,
yeah, T.I. got fired.
yeah, he got fired. He not gonna. Well, I guess he got fired. They just posted something saying he's not gonna be in Ant-Man and the Wasp 3. And them allegations, but guess what? Motherfucking Jeremy Renner still sitting right there, and he done had plenty. That's why I just be like, it be favoritism too. Like, people let certain people get away with shit because of who they know and what they got going on, and other people get kicked to the curb.
I ain't got time, bro.
Amber already got fired. Whoever just brought that up.
No, it's not 97. It's not 97. I don't know if it's 94.
Somebody said 1980 to 1995.
Something like that.
My whole thing is like, I don't understand why people try to go back and find shit to cancel you on. Like, leave that shit in the past, because that's where it's at. Let somebody bring up your motherfucking shit that you done did as a bully. Somebody you done bullied in school, but you ain't like that no more. Like, you gonna be mad when somebody bring up all your dirt. People change. Like, leave that shit in the past. People are ignorant until they learn to do better. When they learn to do better, then let them be better and leave that shit alone. It's different if you doing the shits nowadays, like within the last couple of years, when you know the shit is not supposed to be going on. Don't dig up shit on me from 20 years ago. Like, 20 years ago, I was a whole nother person. Like, I don't know why people, like, you got that much free time on your hands that you want to go dig shit up on people.
It don't matter. The Flash was a good episode. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed Chester, Allegra. I enjoyed the JV squad because they really put in work. They went through trauma their first time up the bat, and that's gonna motivate them.
And people need to stop doing that too. If I say I'm joking, like, people don't understand comedy anymore either, and that's fucking annoying. If I make a joke, like, it's a joke. Like, if you can't take jokes, don't be around me, because I joke a lot and I'm very sarcastic. Like, I hate when people take shit so fucking personal. Somebody just gonna bring up Anthony Mackie because he told somebody to make a sandwich. Like, that was a joke. Like, why he misogynistic because he said that? Like, I don't understand people logic. I don't understand that. Like,
oh man, tell me why I was yesterday. I was watching something, and this woman say she a feminist and said her own sons are potential rapists. I was like, these young men need to get away from their mama. Whoever those young men are, get away from her.
What she mean by potential though? Like, how you what?
Said all men are potential rapists.
Oh, that's what she said. I thought you meant like,
and including her sons.
Oh no,
I was like, bro, how can you say that?
You can't do that to your kid, because then your kid might go do some shit like that because they mama saying they gonna do.
I'm like, yo,
that's
to have your mom say that about you, bro, that would destroy me as a fucking kid, bro. Your mom.
See that shit, like, that's why I'm like, but people like that don't get canceled though. Like, I don't understand. I mean, you can say it's because it's not because of his skin color and that he got connections, but it's kind of the same thing in that situation. You can have connections and be black, and they still don't save your fucking job when it comes to shit like that.
It don't matter.
Exactly. She the one raising them, and that's what you teaching them. Then when they do it, is she gonna be hurt?
Bro, that shit. When I watched that shit, I was like, this can't be life, bro.
I'm just like, I just feel like with the, like, we old school, so a lot of stuff that goes on nowadays didn't go on when we were younger, but we're the type of people that's not dumb enough not to be open to it, or to, you treat people like they're people. Like, that's what you do. I was always taught, you treat people how you want to be treated. If whatever you're doing is not hurting nobody else, and it ain't bothering me and it ain't my business, why am I hating you? Why am I, like, using slurs towards you? Why am I doing this? Like, that shit is taught. Like, people, like, you can see kids when they're little play with anybody around them, don't matter their skin color, don't matter what they got going on, because kids are kids. When kids start, like, I don't want to be around this person because of this, I don't want to be around you because you poor, or because you black, or because you Mexican, or whatever, that's your parents doing that shit, or whoever you're around teaching you, or they hearing you, oh my god, like, I gotta work with this bitch and she blah blah blah. Like, they hearing that shit in the background and they picking up on that, and it makes them dislike shit and grow up like that. Even if you're not actively teaching them, kids pick up on shit that you do subconsciously, not subconsciously, but like, they pick up on shit that you're doing that you don't necessarily mean for them to pick up on. I'm just like, LGBTQ plus community been around for forever. Like, people have always been there. It's just more accepted now. Why are people still mad at that? Black people been on Earth since forever. As long as y'all same motherfuckers that's not black. So why is we still doing this? If I gut your ass, you gonna look the same way I do if I was gutted. So what's the problem? That's why I just be like, that don't make sense. Like, that shit is taught like that. And once you become an adult, I have no sympathy for you, because when you get older, you learn stuff on your own, you know better, and you do better. There's no excuse for it.
Don't.
We ain't gonna talk about like T.I. and them up in here though. Like, we gonna talk about the Flash and
don't go around spreading shit that you don't know is 100% facts.
Like, and that's another thing that people get canceled for too. Y'all see somebody post one thing and then the internet run with it, and y'all don't even know if it's true or not.
Yeah.
Just like y'all WandaVision haters seeing people post these fake ass articles to get people reading them, and y'all thinking that certain people coming on the show, and then now y'all mad because they didn't. But that's y'all giving them views for shit that didn't come out from Marvel itself.
Yeah. YouTube
like,
video.
Do that.
So and so is gonna be on WandaVision this weekend, and now that person's not on there, you're mad because so and so YouTuber said they were gonna be on there, but they got 1 million views though because you clicked on the video and you told your friends to go click on the video. That's your fault for believing that person. But the next time they post something, what are you gonna do? Your post notifications gonna be on and you're gonna click on that video.
Like, y'all don't understand how rumors ruin people's lives, and they don't even be true half the time in this day and age. If y'all have been watching Married to the Real for 4 years, because it's been 4 now, I think today exactly. It's been 4 years. If you've been watching me since day one, and somebody come out and tell you some shit about me and you believe it, and that's not my character, God bless you. Don't come back over here no more. Because that shows how fake you are to believe what somebody else put out about me because they mad that I got shit going on that they don't. Like, excuse you? Like, y'all watch me live? Y'all watch me in all these videos? Like, it's called Married to the Real. I guess y'all just thought I was fake the whole time, huh? Like, if I want you to know something, I'm going to tell you. You ain't got to wait on nobody else. Like, that's just how I feel about the shit. Like, it just amazes me how people do that.
Like the finale of
WandaVision, and most of y'all be too young to comprehend how quickly and how immersively somebody will fuck you over for like little shit. Like, somebody will fuck up your whole career because you ain't let them borrow $100 that time. Yeah. Remember that time I needed $100? Y'all on YouTube now. Guess what? I'm about to ruin you. Like, that's how petty people are.
Like, people are petty, bro.
Oh, you didn't want to collab with me in the video. Now you got 1 million views. About to run that shit. Like, people really do stuff like that.
People are petty, bro. And you think people are just petty on YouTube? People petty on TikTok. Like, TikTok is not for me, bro. Here's why. I can create something, then somebody else go do it, and they blow up off of what I did. There's no ramifications for that. There's no ramifications for that. That's bullshit.
It like certain stuff I don't like. I'm gonna say this real quick. Like the mixed reaction guy, he actually takes time to edit the stuff though. It's not like you just snatch shit off my channel, put it back up, then do nothing to it or whatever, and then that has to take a long time for you to do it for all them different channels. But you got people. It pisses me off when you have people like the 24/7 SpongeBob channel that play SpongeBob all day for the free. 24/7 Peppa Pig, you know, like, you got all these channels that play this shit live, you know, like, but like, I can't even post a video. I had to re-edit WandaVision like 8 times to get it up. But like, ain't nobody over here stopping these hoes that got shit going on for the free. Like, I just be like, that shit there is stupid. Like, y'all need to put shit in place for that. Put shit in place to where, like, if you trolling, I block you. You can't even type my name in. I don't want you looking at my shit. That will save a lot of lives and a lot of, like, complaints and struggle. Like, they should do that and people would stop trolling. But y'all don't want to put y'all foot down. Oh, no, it's miss views. Miss views and miss ads, so we gonna miss money. No, they gonna still watch. They just gonna shut the fuck up because they ain't got nothing else to do. That shit don't make no damn sense. Like...
I'm gonna say, like, bro, I don't really care about the Snyder Cut, bro. Like,
I don't either, and like, it's annoying because, like, it was already annoying that they was redoing it in the first place. I get the man had a hardship or whatever like that. You want to give him his second chance, so to speak. Cool, but like the cult society that comes with that shit, like that toxicity is ignorant. And then, like, even if that movie asked, every last one of them gonna be on Twitter hyping that bitch up like it's the best thing they ever seen.
First of all,
me saying Doctor Strange gonna be on the show and you believe me, that's your fault, bro. I'm going by what I see. We got a witch. We got a witch going off here. These are people who actively know people at fucking Marvel. I don't know nobody at Marvel. I don't know nobody at DC. The DC writers room from the Flash follow us on Twitter. That don't mean I know them people. I don't know them people.
You know what? So, it'd be funny if Marvel had a scene at the end where he was gonna show up in her cabin and cut that fucking shit out just because y'all gonna say that. Just because y'all wanted that shit so bad. They like, nah, we gonna cut him out, bitch. Since they want to leak shit, we gonna cut that shit out.
And Marvel can do that.
Like,
because that's
they could have had that shit reshot. Like, nah, everybody got theories leaked. We gonna cut this shit out. We gonna take this out.
And I wouldn't be mad at them for that because that's what the internet ruins shit.
But to be honest, it should make it even better though, because now you don't know what's coming next to tie into that. Like, I like curiosity. I like not knowing shit. Like, it's boring to always figure shit out all the time. But y'all want to sit up here and listen to whoever the channel of the week is telling y'all what's gonna happen. Like, they be under the set camera. Like, right now, this shit down. Like
Trey, I believe you. Hey man, I didn't say believe me. I don't have a source. I go by what I see and I make assumptions. I assumed Doctor Strange was coming, and then they even mentioned the Sorcerer Supreme. So I'm really thinking, we might get a Doctor Strange cameo.
They canceled Dr. Seuss because the newer books that are coming out still got that old style to them, like back in the day. Like I said, when you know better, you do better. His depiction of stuff back in the day was different because you could get away with that. Dr. Seuss dead and gone. And whoever publishing these books now shouldn't draw that stuff like that. Like, you got a book about an Asian person, but they look this way with chopsticks and all that kind of stuff. They saying it's racist, got racial undertones. Like, they had a book about two native people that didn't have, like, shoes on and had on, like, grass skirts. And, you know, like, you can't do that today in 2021. You can't publish that. That's not how you want kids to look at stuff. That's a kid's book. As I said, stuff is taught. So you can't do that. But we can talk to about WandaVision if you threw about the Flash.
Yeah, I'm talking about WandaVision now anyway.
Like, all these people that's online mad about WandaVision, like, that shit was good from start to finish. That shit picked up right where it left off last week, right in the middle of the street, like the next second later. Like, that could have been a part 1 and a part 2. And that shit was, like, good from, like, all the fight. Like, it was more fighting than anything. Like, everybody was getting bodied, like, every minute. You stop to have a conversation for a second, somebody else start fighting. Like, that shit was good. It really was. Like, they had a picture, like, when they do them WandaVision without spoilers, and they had them as the Incredibles, like, when they was standing out there in the street like that. And
that shit was nice.
Like, that shit, they was ready.
Like, bro, Elizabeth and Paul's acting was fucking...
Them looking at their kids saying, we know we didn't train y'all for this, but y'all were born for it. Like, man, they were ready.
Born for it.
They was ready.
Them kids were born for that shit. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be mad if they. I know how Hollywood works, and those kids might not be able to come back for the movies or whatever, and that's cool. But I'm gonna miss them kids.
They probably gonna come back though, because a year not a long time.
Nah, if they let them grow up like naturally now. I'm like, them two little boys, hey, they grew on me. Tommy and Billy, them kids grew on me. I like those kids as those characters. They can have a long career in the Marvel Universe if they stick with it. If they don't want to, hey, that's cool too. But if they want to age them...
You're going to have to leave if you ain't watched it, because, like, that shit was magnificent. You don't want to be spoiled on that. I'm going to need you to go watch it. And why you ain't watched it since last night? Like, if you got Disney Plus, like, you could have been watched it by now. They even put the episode up a few minutes early last night. Trey called me. He was like, hey, that shit up already. Like, that shit was so funny. He was like, hey, that shit up already. That was so funny. Nicole, thank you for the donation. They probably wanted to film Doctor Strange's cameos with his movie like they did the Thor cameo. I don't know what that means. I guess I'm misunderstanding that.
I think in the Doctor Strange movie, Thor had a cameo.
Yeah, I remember that with the beard.
And then in Thor Ragnarok, Doctor Strange was in that.
I guess I get it. Michael, thank you for the donation. In one word, how would you describe WandaVision? Glorious, because that's my word, and that's exactly what it was. Glorious. I even said that in the video when they showed her outfit and she was coming. I was like, glorious. I don't use that word that often no more because I'm strict with it now. Like, that shit was glorious though. Can't be throwing that around like that.
Nah, you can't. But that shit that deserved shit.
Yo, like when I tell you last night, she made me want to get Funko Pops, posters, portraits. Bitch, look at my background. You see did you pay attention to my background on my computer?
I never even noticed that shit.
All my shit changed over to fucking Scarlet Witch, Wanda. Like y'all let me see. Can I show y'all what my background looks like? Like, not even joking. Phone screen. Wanda. Look, you ain't even gotta do that. Wanda. She in the background. Like, all my shit changed over. She ain't have to do nothing but be herself. Like, I'm gonna have all that shit somewhere. Trust me. She gonna have a big ass portrait somewhere on my goddamn wall because she earned that space.
Oh, yeah. Like I said, man, WandaVision was a different kind of show. Nobody expected WandaVision to be as good as it was. And people mad now. No, you're not mad because the finale was bad. You're mad because the finale was the finale. You need to understand and check your emotions. You're not mad because the finale was bad. You're mad because the finale was the finale. You want more, bitch, and you can't get it. That's why you're mad.
Somebody last night was on Twitter like, can they hurry up and show the behind the scenes and the bloopers so I can feel something? Because they was like, last night Marvel took me there. Y'all know I don't like crying on screen, but like that, it took everything in me to hold that shit in, and I still cried. That last scene with them in that house and everything just like starting to fall apart and all, like that shit got me. And that's what I was telling Trey. They knew not to show that shit happen to them kids, bitch. I probably would have lost it. That's why they ain't show them. They showed her putting them to bed. And the last thing she said to them was like, thank y'all for choosing me to be y'all mom. Like, that shit, as a parent, me having boys, like, y'all don't understand. Like, that shit got me. Like, that was a lot. And I'm like, they can't let her be happy. Did you read that, Dono? Oh, no, I didn't. I didn't see it. I'm sorry. Nicole, thank you for the donation. But with Doctor Strange being so delayed, they had to hold it back. WandaVision was mostly shot over a year ago. Yeah. That's possible, too.
I mean, yeah, like... Because Doctor Strange doesn't come out till I think March of next year. So, like I said, okay.
My thing with Evan Peters, I give people mad talking about it's a waste of Quicksilver. They could have just not gave y'all that at all, though. My thing is, y'all know Marvel is going in a new direction. So when you get X-Men, it's going to be new X-Men. They're not going to use the same characters that they had when we watched the old X-Men. Like, they're not going to do that. So my whole thing is, I feel like that was fan service. Like, y'all got to see him one more time as Pietro or as a speedster or whatever before this new set of X-Men come in. Because they didn't have to do that, to be honest. They didn't have to pay him. They could have saved the check, to be honest. They could have put a random there. Like, they didn't have to do that. Like, it made for the story.
They could have painted my fucking hair white and put me in that fucking spot. What are you talking about? See, this is the problem with you motherfuckers. Y'all don't appreciate what you get. Be appreciative of the things you get. Who's to? Do you not understand that the next movie she's in is Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness? She might bring that version of Pietro back. The one from WandaVision. You don't know, bro. Like, be patient.
I just feel like everything they do is for a reason. I just feel like that was fan service, particularly. Yeah. Because they bought Fox. It's like, we could kind of like, you know, this the perfect character to bring and do that. Because even if they did want to use Pietro, they could have just brought her brother back and made an excuse to bring like the regular guy back. But they instead brought y'all favorite Quicksilver and gave that to y'all before they erased them characters and start over. I just feel like it's the little things. Like, they didn't have to do that. That was I don't know how much that boy worth. Like that. Let me say man, because he's not a boy. I don't know how much he worth as far as like when they pay him to be in movies. That's a check they could have saved. Like, they didn't have to do that.
You will get canceled, Trey, for Whiteface. You mean like Eddie Murphy gonna get canceled for Whiteface and Coming to America too?
But they ain't gonna do that though, because that's a black movie. They ain't gonna care about that.
See what I'm saying? You gotta pick and choose your battles.
And he didn't even say he was putting on whiteface. He just said they could have colored his hair white.
That's all I said.
Like, y'all be taking it there. Y'all do that. See how y'all reaching? See how y'all reaching? That's what y'all did.
I said my hair reaching. Silver, whatever, white, whatever they want to do to it.
And I still could have been Pietro black from another fucking universe with all black Marvel characters. Madness, bro. Like, stop. Y'all better stop. Like, this the multiverse.
That's this thing called reaching. Stop it.
Doctor Strange is going to be a great fucking movie.
Yeah, Hayward, dog food, dog shit, scum of the earth ass bitch. Like, he shot at children. Like, you didn't know what their powers were or what they was doing. Like, you literally shot bullets at children. Can we give it up to Auntie Monica for jumping in front of the bullets, not even knowing if them bitches was gonna go through her or not the right way? She could have been dead on the ground. That shit could have not worked. Like, she just got her powers. Jumped in front of the bullets. He's still shooting. That man ain't giving no fuck about nothing but himself.
And Billy,
right. He should have, had he been an adult, he should have aimed that shit back at
But
his
you
ass.
see, he dropped it though.
That would have been Billy, 20 plus years old. He should have aimed that shit back at him. Oh, you want to play? Got you. Like, that was some scum shit. Marvel really had them shoot at them kids. Like, Jill, thank you for the donation. Happy anniversary / Friday, y'all. WandaVision was the perfect slow burn and set up so much for these characters. I love the chemistry between Paul and Elizabeth. I was in my feelings. Yeah, they chemistry on point.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, not having Vision around and having Wanda by herself, like, that shit don't even feel right. But I get it. But you still got White Vision out there with all his memories now. So we don't know. But I'm going to need him to get his paint job back, because I can't take White Vision. Like, him, just seeing him with that little snarl on his face. That shit, like, he did that. That shit was wild.
See what I'm saying, man? Like,
I loved all the characters they had on WandaVision. Like, besides, like, even Hayward as a bad guy. Like, you have to love your villains too. Like, he was scummy as fuck. Then we got Witch Agatha, who's now like stuck there, basically in her own kind of hell, being a nosy neighbor until Wanda feel like she may need her again for something.
Yeah,
like,
so she's coming back. I don't know when she's coming back.
Is, because my whole thing is
Catherine Hahn is a fucking gem. She acts her ass off.
They wouldn't kill off. You don't kill off a character like that, because you could always, like, just like Agatha was able to undo Wanda's magic on those citizens. You may have somebody that know how to do dark magic or blood magic or some kind of magic and undo that spell that Wanda got on her.
Yep.
And then, bam, you got her working with somebody else. You got two evil hoes out here, like, against her. So,
yeah, who's to say she won't come back in Doctor Strange too?
I mean, when you think about WandaVision, though, like, Darcy wasn't supposed to have a super big role anyway. Like, so I get that you may feel cheated, but at least she showed back up. Like, her showing up stopped Hayward from leaving, and he got arrested. So
you can't like. I'm not.
No, Monica would not be able to pick up Thor's hammer. Yes, she is a good superhero, but she just told Wanda, had she had her power, she would have brought her mom back. You have to be selfless. Like, you can't do stuff like that. You got to be able to sacrifice. Yes, she's a good person, but if she had the ability to bring somebody back, it's a lot of people that would do that. Like, it's not too many people that would say no to that. Michael, thank you for the donation. I know some people are disappointed with WandaVision since they didn't show Mephisto or Nightmare, even though the show was perfect from beginning to end. But do y'all think Mephisto could be a thing? I think he is. Like, I think that's what the end scene was for.
Yeah, I think that was like, because that's what this phase is about. Sorcerers, witches. That's what this phase is about. With Wanda leading the forefront. Multiverse. All that shit is finna come into play. So
they gotta be strong after WandaVision, though. She was the introduction into phase 4. So you can't lack after that. Like, you gotta be on point. You can't miss now. Like, you can't miss. Just think about the pressure always being on for Marvel to not miss. Cause we was like done after Endgame. Not just me and him. I'm talking about as a united Marvel fandom. We was like, what the fuck y'all doing after this?
To go but down.
And now they just showed us, y'all doubted us, bitch, and look. Like, just imagine. DC don't even have that pressure, and they still be fucking up. Like, you can't even, like...
And you motherfuckers accept them fuck ups, like, bro. Like, y'all DC fandom, DC and that fandom are a toxic relationship. That's a toxic relationship.
Yeah,
Marvel fans and their relationship, those are couple goals.
Yeah, I think Thor and Guardians be in each other movie, like, whatever.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah, they both.
But you saw the little thing I posted in Discord that had all them. It had like Jimmy Woo, and it had him for Ant-Man, the new Ant-Man movie. Then it had like Darcy and Thor. Then it had like Monica for Captain Marvel, and then Wanda for the Doctor Strange movie. So they all about to be in like they
other stuff. Like, yeah.
Like y'all, like man, like I am stating facts. DC and they fandom is a toxic relationship. Like it's fucking it's bad. But but Marvel and their fandom, couple goals, baby. That's the couples you see. Everything's perfect. I'm saying, yeah, they have their little bad moments. Iron Man 2, Thor: The Dark World, Guardians of the Galaxy 2. You know.
I mean, if that Darkhold book that she was reading,
I can't think of right now.
If the Darkhold actually belongs to somebody, then that would also mean they gave it to Agatha, because like why would she have it unless she took it from them? So I mean, it's possible. I just think it's a book. Like is that the only book like in Marvel continuity for the Darkhold? Is it only one?
I don't know.
She said they did put a whole chapter about her ass up, and I was like, shit.
And the way she be working that arm, bro. Like
I know her wrist carpal tunnel, bitch. I'd be like, listen.
Like she be working that motherfucker. I'm like,
I had to look again because at first I thought she had 6 arms, like how they do Doctor Strange when he be having his arms.
Yeah, like they had her in the book. Oh, like in the book, I thought she had.
She had different arms. I think she.
Captain America 1 was not a bad movie. People just don't like movies set in the 50s. That wasn't a bad movie.
You know, it wasn't a bad movie. People don't like old school stuff. Just like WandaVision, they didn't like the first 2 episodes because of how it looked. Because you weren't from that time. You don't understand it. You didn't watch that.
Thor was not a terrible movie. Thor 2 was a terrible movie. Thor was okay. I enjoyed Thor.
If you hear and ain't watched anything we talking about, then yes, you would need to leave to avoid spoilers.
Trey, what at your bad? What? I'm gonna need you to form a sentence.
What are your bad DC movies? Is that what you're trying to say? Like what?
No, see, your question should be rephrased. What are your good DC movies?
The Darkhold was in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. So in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., where did they get it from, or who did it belong to? Did they say in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
What? Is Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. even counted in this?
I mean, they had Coulson in that commercial, remember? Wasn't he in the commercial? No, he wasn't in the commercial. But the commercial about that Hydra soap, that was an Easter egg from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. too. Because remember I told you Olsen made like another soap to counteract that, and he had like a commercial too. I don't know it. Like I said, they do Easter eggs too though. Like that's fan service. It don't necessarily mean it's connected. They probably just did fan service. Cause like y'all been over here watching this for so long, just like you've been watching our other shit for so long. You know, like they just doing fan service, I believe. In the Doctor Strange movie, there was a book missing from the library that he worked in. People were saying that the missing book was the Darkhold. Did they say that? That it was a book missing, or was it just a book that the dude stole the pages out of? I'm gonna have to go back and watch it and see. But see, even if it is, that's the little shit I appreciate about Marvel, because all the way back to Doctor Strange, there's a book missing, and then it's the book that Wanda ended up with, like from WandaVision, like that kind of little stuff. You have to remember the shit that you put in movies like that so you could come back to it later. Like DC do stuff and forget about it, and we waiting on payoff for shit, and then the shit never like come up again. We just be like, so we just gonna forget this, okay?
Like I said last week, bro. Even in Iron Man 2, they said sword and shield in the beginning of the movie. At the little conference where Tony was, Justin Hammer said sword and shield. Way back then, sword was mentioned.
So there's a spell in the Darkhold that makes vampires. That's how it tie into Blade. I mean, if they make Blade like, I like the old Blade, but like if they do it to where it ties into like that kind of shit, you know, like that may be better, because that'll be like a different take on it. Like, oh, we got vampires because somebody was casting some spells they weren't supposed to, you know. So do you think Doctor Strange will take it upon himself to train Wanda? I think he will see a lot of himself in her, thinking she had everything she wants in life and lose it all. I don't think Wanda... Well, I don't know. Because, I mean, to be honest, the way that end scene was, it's kind of like she training herself. Like, at this point, do you need somebody to train her? Because, like, she's supposed to be stronger than the Sorcerer Supreme. Now, he may be able to educate her about some things that she don't know about since she only got this one book. But as far as training her to do magic, I feel like that's what she's doing on her own right now. Because going through that book, why would she hear the kids? Like, how she able to, like, you know... Lois, thank you for the donation. What DC property are you excited for? Gotham Knight, Suicide Squad, or Titans 3? is really gonna go down in 2022 with the Peacemaker, Green Lantern, and Doom Patrol. Excuse me. I don't know what's wrong with my throat today.
And Batman, Green Lantern.
Green Lantern gonna start filming like the HBO Green Lantern, like the show. See, that's what I'm saying, but like, where y'all gonna put that? That's finna come on the CW2 along with like. So if you was already doing a Green Lantern show, why not start off with Superman and Lois over there so you can like test the waters? Because if you got people used to it this year, then next year when Green Lantern come on, it was an automatic like, well, we might watch this because we was already watching shit over here anyway. I'm like, y'all can't think past like 3 months? Like, y'all can't think long term? I don't know who be making them decisions, bro. Like,
people that don't think past the moment, man.
And then I think I seen Venom 2 trending the other day, like it got pushed back again.
Possibly.
Wanda could go find White Vision right now if she wanted to. It depends because he doesn't have the Mind Stone though. So she may not necessarily be connected to that Vision the same way she was our Vision. Even though he's there, like he don't have a Mind Stone. All Vision did was unlock his memories. Like he's still basically like a synthesoid computer. He unlocked the data, but he don't have the Mind Stone. Now you know what I wondered after we had our conversation last night. We was talking about the Infinity Stones being in people. Remember she made the comment, you're the piece of the Mind Stone that's still inside me. So what if she got 2 stones though? Because of how strong she is. Like what if she got the red one and the yellow? Because Doctor Strange would always have the green one for the time when I feel like they would always find a way to have that. But I don't know. I'm just like,
yeah.
I thought Black Widow was coming out in May.
It is.
Somebody was like April. Wanda studying the dark arts while brewing herself chamomile tea. I did not expect that. Like when they showed her out there like that, I didn't expect for her to go in the house and us to see that. Like I was like, the fuck? Then on top of seeing that, they did the boys' voices at the end for a cutout. I'm like, like
Wanda said, "Bitch, no, you didn't."
That's scary though, because that's why I feel like Doctor Strange is gonna have to come in, because you heard your kids like they needed help. You finna go find them. Like that's what she finna do, which may in turn cause some kind of like issues somewhere else, because if they're not in this dimension per se, or universe, or however you want to word it, then that's opening up doors to different universes and dimensions ain't good. Like you don't know what could slip through. Because ain't that's pretty much what they did on the original Doctor Strange, opened up the dimension so Dormammu couldn't come through or whatever. So I'm like, that's not good. Because you looking at it as though you opening this shit to find your kids, but somebody might be waiting for that door to open to slide through to your world, and that's where the problems gonna come in. Oh, really? Not the high five.
I don't even need to be here no more, man.
Pure imagination.
When I start acting, you got this shit.
Oh wow.
You got this shit.
Do you think Paul will be in Doctor Strange too? Paul? Who is? Oh, you meant like Vision?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think he will.
I don't know. He could pop back up.
Yeah.
I wonder what he went to go do though.
He probably went to go find himself.
Oh, okay. He on a journey right now.
Yeah, he's on a journey, just like she's on a journey.
Magic comes at a price, but not for Wanda. She uses chaos magic, which means she can alter the fabric of the universe. There's no condition to her magic. That's why she's not supposed to exist.
But
we knew Darcy was gonna be in Thor: Love and Thunder. I mean, she's always in the Thors. I don't know if she's gonna pop.
No, she wasn't in Thor Ragnarok.
Well, she was in the first 2 though, and then they said she was gonna be in the next one. So
yes, sure is Black Panther in the comics.
Yeah, after our brother. Yeah. Was that Mephisto? The boys' voices, didn't they disappear when Vision died again? But in the comics, it's supposed to be like the boys were never really like. They made it seem like they were pieces of his soul, Mephisto's soul, like they were shards, and that's like maybe they still exist somewhere else in a different universe. Because, like I said, even though Wanda is as powerful as she is, I still feel like there's somebody pulling the strings to get her to activate or open a door for the multiverse, like a Nexus door or whatever. Like there is still somebody pulling the strings, I feel. So what other way to get her to use her magic than to dangle her kids in front of her? Like that's how you would do that. Whether they're actually
one more time.
Whether they actually gonna be there or not, We don't know, but like that's what you would do to a mom who just lost her family. Like you would dangle,
killing it.
Like I'm just saying, like it makes sense.
You wish your girl was
like I bad. Said though, like y'all be like, to be honest, it was so funny.
You wish your chick was this bad.
I'm sorry, thank you, sir. But like it was so funny because people be sleeping on Fortnite, but Fortnite had a whole ass Nexus Wars like event with like Galactus and all that kind of shit, and like him trying to open like or do whatever with that little 0 point thing. So I'm like, somebody's pulling her strings to try to get her to open like a Nexus door, so like you can open all the doors to the universe. Like any universe could exist, or anything could like be whatever, you know. Like that's what they're trying to do. I think.
I don't cast anybody. Like y'all, I don't do that anymore. Like because that takes away from the experience for me. Lizzie.
Oh, you go ahead.
Okay. Lizzie with the $10 dono. Thank you. I'm so happy that Monica never gave up on Wanda. I hope that Wu, Monica, and Darcy mention each other in their movies. I just need to know that the three are still in contact with each other. Yeah. Like, I feel like Monica and Wanda are going to have a good relationship. Like, eventually when they get the ensemble team together again, when we get the next Avengers movie, I feel like those two will, you know what I'm saying, get along. I don't know when the next Avengers movie is, because notice they haven't said that shit yet. Notice they have not said that shit yet. Usually after each phase there's a Avengers movie. You know what I'm saying? To lead up to the next phase. We didn't get that for phase 4. When is the next Avengers movie, y'all? Because, and like somebody was asking, do you think the Falcon and the Winter Soldier is a good follow-up? This is the problem with the Falcon and Winter Soldier following up WandaVision. You can't think superpowers. You can't think witches and sorcerers. Yeah. That's the problem. Here's why. You have to think super strength.
You have to think like back to regular Marvel, like
yeah.
We was out here fighting regular
Winter
shit.
Soldier.
Yeah.
The movie Captain America: Winter Soldier. Think that.
I feel like they did that on purpose though, because had you done WandaVision then Loki, then you got all that magic back to back. You ain't gonna want to watch the rest of the shit. It's like you watched WandaVision, now you got to get adapted to something different that's still gonna be good in its own way. Then you go back to more magic. Then you go back to something else. Like I feel like they did it like that on purpose.
Yeah, because I think initially the Falcon and Winter Soldier was supposed to come out first. Then like Loki or then WandaVision. Or WandaVision then Loki. But I think that was a good call.
It's 6 episodes, but I'm assuming their episodes are supposed to be longer. Like their show is supposed to be an actual like hour show. But
who would lead the new Avengers? Captain America.
What you mean, Captain America? Oh, you talking about like what you call him?
Yeah. The Falcon, Captain America.
Who you think? Who you think gonna be in charge of SWORD now that Hayward arrested? Like Monica, because it was her mom. Like unless she don't want it, like
yeah, unless she leave it to that major who was there, who she contacted while she gone, because she's gone now.
Yeah, unless Wu want to change jobs.
I mean, yeah, I think she would trust Wu.
Yeah. The Book of the Damned was a missing book in the Doctor Strange movie. It's the same thing though. They just doing different names.
I don't want a fucking DC and Marvel crossover. I don't want it. It doesn't need to happen.
Why?
Because that shit just no.
If they ain't on the same level, why would you want them to cross over? You just want Marvel to make DC better for that one little time, and then like we just get trash again after that. Yeah, because I mean, you would want to do magic reality, because even though we're getting a lot of magic in the next phase, that's not all that it is, though. So you still got to see the other stuff too.
Side characters are becoming the main characters. Well, that's what you had.
But look at how they doing it though. You want them to be the mains now. Everybody can't do that.
That's badass. When you like Wanda, like real talk, like how many of you fuckers knew who the fuck Wanda Maximoff was? Not like really. A lot of people didn't know who Wanda was. I knew who Wanda was years ago when I was a kid. Wanda was big crazy. But
the hell?
Black Panther will lead the Avengers. No.
How Black Panther gonna lead the Avengers?
No.
Like, think about what you just said though.
Really?
We don't have T'Challa anymore. Who else gonna lead?
Oh my God, bro. Think before you type your messages, people. This is how shit get on the internet and shit get crazy. Before your fingers get to moving, you're not finna have some 16, 17, 18-year-old girl lead the Avengers. You're not finna have that. Monica may lead the Avengers. They might even, like Captain Marvel. I can't even say Captain Marvel can lead the Avengers because she's not here. The Shield leads the team. The Shield. Bucky can't do that. Why do you think Cap gave the Shield to... Oh, y'all might as well get ready to be triggered as fuck. Marvel going there too, right? Y'all know that? With the Falcon and Winter Soldier? Race is going to be played in the Falcon and Winter Soldier. So you sensitive bitches, y'all not going to like it. That's right. Marvel's going there. Race is going to play an issue in the Captain America mantle.
We already know that.
But some people
I know that because he's black. Like,
yeah,
don't know. Like, you're gonna have a lot of people like, we want a black man to represent America. Like, that's how people really think. This is why you have shows that don't do well either. Like, I was telling Trey about DC like a minute ago when I was mentioning you need to get some of these old heads out because that's how they really think. Like, we was talking about the boy Ray Fisher, and he was saying that it was told to him like, who want an angry black man, you know, like centered on the show, so that's why he had like less screen time and all this other kind of shit. Like, you don't do people like that. But like, you want me to watch something that you created and then you got evil intentions behind it? Like, that's fucked up. Is people really be out here like that? And see, my whole thing is like, if that's what's going on with Black Lightning, like behind the scenes, like it's some racial shit. My personal opinion, and I'm gonna say it like I said because I look at shit how I look at shit. Crest is used to being around a lot of white people, so he may sit there and take that shit like yard boy, this boy, house boy, you gonna do whatever because he's trying to get a check. That China not doing that. When you got a show that's owned by a black person where you might make more money and is more open to what she got going on, like I can see her leaving for that. Like, Crest married to a white woman. He got all the pictures you see him in online. He with a lot of white people. Not saying nothing against that.
Ban that motherfucker. Ban him. Ban his ass.
Not saying nothing.
Ban him.
Not saying nothing against him, but I'm just saying, and he's older too. So he probably was introduced to a lot of racial shit back when he first started acting. So he while it may be frustrating, he's looking at it as though he has a job. Newer, like younger kids, not gonna do that. Like, if we got hired to do something, y'all already know how we run our mouth. Ain't nobody finna do us like that. We just gonna be like, nah, we'll go back to YouTube. Like, we ain't finna do that.
Like, first of all, who the fuck are you?
We going back to YouTube, and you about to be exposed when we get back on our channel. Like, we not doing that.
Matter of fact, whip out your phone right now because this shit finna go down.
Right. We gonna do a live right there. Like, let me tell y'all what office we in right now. What was just said to us. Like, I'm just saying, it's people that's really like that.
Like, you ain't talking to trading on any kind of way.
Some people looking at it as though this my check. I might not get another opportunity. That's why a lot of people in Hollywood don't whistleblow. Because, and it's sad that I gotta choose between feeding my family and being disrespected or being, like, you know, sexually harassed or something like that. That's what a lot of people have to make those choices when it comes into stuff like that. And it takes that one person to step up and say something. Then that's when other people be like, okay, maybe I should say something too. That's why you get the people coming out like after the fact, because it takes that one person. Just like with Ray Fisher, he said something about Josh, because I keep saying Josh. Now you got all of them people from all them fucking years ago back on Buffy and Angel saying shit, and that show old as hell. When maybe they did say something at first, but it was buried because nobody gave a fuck. So that's what I'm just like.
And think Buffy came out 20 years ago.
Did she speak on her live recently though? Because I mean, we've seen her on her live before, like before the season started. But again, I still don't feel like she's still professional though. Like, I don't see her saying a lot of like fucked up shit about people, even if that was the case. But I can also see why she's saying like she not taking a lot of relationships with her when she go, because most people gonna look at her like she young and inexperienced and she should just be glad she got a job. Cause like that's how old people look at young people sometimes. Like, you don't understand what you got, or you too young to know anything about blah blah blah. So, you know, you should just be grateful. And that's not the case. Like, if she want to speak up for herself and not let that be how she got to go to work with that on her mind, then I'm all on her side for that.
Like, bro, when I quit my last job, I let them motherfuckers have it, bro. Like, you got me fucked up. You're not finna be out here. I'm not finna work for somebody that's out here disrespecting women, you know what I'm saying, and doing all this other shit for women. Like, I don't give a fuck, bro.
Batwoman is definitely not affected by racism. It might have been season 1, but not season 2. Do you see all the ethnicity on that show? Like, do you see that? Like, do you hear the lines she say? Do you see the story for this season? Like, maybe season 1, but definitely not this season. Like, you could tell they changed that. The only racism they're affected by are the people that don't want to see the shit on because she black. Not like behind the scenes though. You will either have people complaining that the actors are speaking up as if they're supposed to take it due to the checks, or complaining that they didn't say anything at the time. Yeah, you're gonna get hate either way. If you speak up, you ruining it for everybody else, and then if you don't say something, it's gonna be like, why you ain't speak up? Because then now it's more victims that are gonna be like victimized because you never say anything. So it's hard either way.
See, Trey not the type. If first of all, if you a woman saying something to me, I got somebody to handle that. But if you a dude saying something to me crazy, I'm a gently. What the fuck is that?
I don't know. That's a different currency. But thank you for the donation. I don't know what currency that is. What can you tell me? Anil, is that your name? What country are you from? I never seen that before. Educate me.
Is that $12? I think that's 12.
No, that's 512 from whatever currency they have. Like, I don't know what currency that is though. I don't recognize.
But where
that
did
symbol
it go?
outside.
Check your phone, because that didn't go there.
That wasn't always like that, was it?
Yes.
Okay, well maybe it's up there at the top though. So I'm like, it may be something that gotta get calculated later. Checking my phone not gonna do nothing on you.
If it went to the other spot, is what I'm saying, Tasha.
It wouldn't pop up here though.
Okay.
That's my thing.
So
this is YouTube.
So what is that?
That's why I asked them to tell me. That's what I'm waiting on.
Indian currency.
That's Indian currency. Okay, cool. Well, thank you for that. Okay. I'm glad we got, you know what I'm saying, people watching us in
India?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I'm trying to think what somebody said they was from early. Indonesia, I think. It was like 5 something in the morning.
Bro, people go hate Batwoman just because it is what it is.
Oh, those are Indian rupees. Those are rupees. Like on Zelda. That's what they have on Zelda, rupees.
I think so. I don't know.
I used to always like that.
Yeah, bro.
See? That was like, it's a difference. So
yeah, I know that. That's why I asked what it was. Like, I don't know what it was.
How y'all feel about Sharon Carter coming back? What's she coming back for?
Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Oh,
she in that. She was in the trailer.
I mean, yeah, she was. Huh? You talking about? I'm thinking about the other lady. Y'all talking about the granddaughter?
Yeah.
I mean, I can see that though, Denise, yeah, cause she helped them before though. Cause like when I was rewatching,
hold up, don't
was it Civil War?
Hold up. First of all, y'all checking and stop checking other people's money.
It don't matter where your $7 in USD.
Exactly. I appreciate them $7.
I appreciate them being here. Cause what time is it over there?
Exactly. It's only $7. Okay. And
it's $7 more than
y'all rude as fuck.
Yeah.
Stop that shit.
I know how to do all of that. I just needed to know what it was because I didn't recognize the symbol offhand.
Thank you for whatever you give.
Right. Thank you for being here watching. Like, it still blows my mind sometimes that we have people that watch us in other countries.
Yeah, I forget about that shit. Like, and other languages and can understand me the way I speak.
Right.
Shit.
With our broken southern dusty ass English.
And want to watch me with my rude ass? I'm rude as fuck.
That's Americans for you though, counting somebody else's cash.
I'm like, what the fuck?
That's more American than anything, counting somebody else's money.
Pay China, motherfuckers.
Me and Trey was talking about that shit earlier, bitch. Because if I get one more motherfucking letter from the IRS, I'm gonna call up there and I'm gonna have to I'm gonna make a drive. Because they really pissing me off. And I'm like, y'all always want somebody to pay y'all some money. Pay y'all that. Where your certificate of we have paid off China, we have paid off whatever. Where is your pay yourself? You know what I'm saying? Man, you started taking all our money. Why your debt's not paid? Why America in debt?
Pay China what you owe them, bro.
Why the fuck America trillions of dollars in debt?
I know somebody sitting in the comments right now. We don't owe China shit. Okay.
America so goddamn in debt. The United States is in debt, but y'all always snatching money from us. It's how many people in the
how
state
billions and trillions of dollars they owe China. China, what's up, man? Holla at me. I'm so fucked up, bro. I don't care, bro.
But we would have figured it out. I mean, y'all ain't have to do that. I get it though. Some people like being proactive, but
we
it's cool.
We can do that.
I'm cool to see a different currency pop up shit. I'm just what that is.
I didn't know that was letters. I don't know what the fuck that shit
His
was.
eyes getting twisted over here. I knew it was another currency. I just didn't know what it was.
I didn't know what the fuck that was. Shit, I don't know. Trillions in debt. I thought so.
Right. You trillions in debt, but you want to keep writing me letters. I got to keep using my damn ink and my paper to send y'all shit y'all already got on file anyway. Leave me alone. That shit annoying. Then I can't even do shit online. It's still 1957 for the IRS. I got to send you a letter in the mail, fax some shit over. Why I can't call or go online and handle my business? If it's a hacker online want to take care of my debt with y'all, by all means, bitch. Cause what a hacker need with the IRS, for me, by all means, hack my debt away. The fuck.
I don't know when Shang-Chi coming out.
It is. Remember I told you it was 4 movies coming out this year, I think?
Yeah.
Black Widow, Shang-Chi, Eternals, and Spider-Man. They all, Eternals and Spider-Man come out in the latter part of the year, and Shang-Chi and Black Widow come out close to each other. Yeah.
Okay. I forget.
They probably spaced it out because you got Black Widow. Y'all know Black Widow gonna do well. Shang-Chi may not do as well because people not used to that. But people gonna also want to just see movies. Then you got the Eternals because I don't know nothing about that. They may not do as well. But then everybody going to see Spider-Man. So it's you gonna hit 2 out of 4 if you don't get all 4. But with people that's why I said Marvel came out with shit at the perfect year though, because if it's gonna be in theaters, y'all can talk all that shit. Y'all know y'all gonna double mask up and y'all gonna go to the movies to see that shit if it's not available for you to watch it on Disney Plus. Spinguin, thank you for the donation. Wanda looking fire in her new suit, and people had no faith in the Scarlet Witch. Couldn't be me. Right, I liked her ever since they had on the scene. I even thought she was interesting even before they became good guys. Her and her brother and Age of Ultron, and when they showed them at the end of what that was that came before that, and they showed them at the end as a cut scene, the twins. I can't even think of what the fuck it was, but even then,
was it Guardians? No, or was it Captain America?
It might have been. Was it Winter Soldier? I think.
No, Ant-Man. I don't know. Ant-Man came after Age of Ultron. I think it was might have been Captain America. I don't remember.
I feel the Eternal may be lit because of
who in it? Yeah,
but I don't know anything about them, so that's something, and that's the thing that I can appreciate Marvel for. All these characters that I knew nothing about, because I only knew Main Street characters. I didn't know all these side characters and extra characters, but they making me love these characters. I didn't know who the fuck Doctor Strange was. His name Doctor Strange. What he doing? Before you knew he did magic, his name Doctor Strange. What he got going on? What he over there doing in his basement? Because his name Doctor Strange. I don't know nothing about these people. So I don't, and I know the Eternals are aliens or another race or from a different universe. I don't know, but I'm just
I don't think I read anything about that.
Most of the people that are the main characters, I know them though, because you got Kit who's in it, and Angelina Jolie's in it. Mm-hmm. I don't know her name, but the lady who played Connie from The Walking Dead, she's in it. Mm-hmm. And then you got the boy who played Rob from Game of Thrones is in it. It's a lot of them that's in the movie. I know the characters, the actors per se. So it's gonna be interesting to see what they do with that.
Question:
Who really want to see Amelia Clark as Mira from Aquaman 2? Because
I'm raise two hands.
I'm waiting on
Somebody
that.
was in here saying they ain't really found old girl, but like, who knows nowadays? Because
I'm
everybody
gonna tell y'all 100%. If that bitch is not gone, don't ask me. Do not mods. If somebody in my comments says, "Are y'all giving an Aquaman 2 review?" ban they ass, because I am not. If that movie comes out, if she's in the trailer, and I react to the trailer, I will react to the first trailer, and I'm gonna let it be known I'm not going to see this movie. Why? Because how can you fire one person and not fire another person for so-called allegations? So here's what we go do. I'm not going to see it. I'm not doing a review on it. I don't want to even talk about the bitch.
Are we gonna be busy Sunday night since Batwoman not coming on?
Not that I know of why.
Cause I'm trying to see something. Remember I brought this up.
I don't know what that is.
The
Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
What?
I was just trying to get like a general idea. That's all I was just asking. But I'll like talk to you about it when we get off this.
Okay.
I want to watch Shang-Chi because I feel like it's gonna be like a lot of like.
Hold up, I didn't see another donation. Wait. Okay.
Oh, sorry about that. What is that? Spock, can you save me? Eternals are cosmic characters. Thanos was an Eternal. Oh shit. I didn't need to know that. But cool beans.
I'm just saying.
When the Flash coming out on Netflix, if you mean a new season, they never come out until the season's over. Like no show comes out on like if it's not week to week on that network, like it ain't coming out on nothing else until after it's done. What you mean Angelina is the original Amber Heard? What that supposed to mean? Yo, they gonna make bank on Aquaman 2 if they can get Amelia Clark to agree to be Mira, because that's Khal Drogo and Khaleesi all over again. Even the motherfuckers that don't know shit about Aquaman, if they watch Game of Thrones, they gonna watch because they gonna be in something else together.
Yep.
That's money. Like if they money grabbing, so they need to be talking to her right now.
Yep.
Telling you, I don't know if she'd want to do it. I feel like he probably can talk her into it because they friends. But like, if that number right and he talked to her, that's gonna be a given.
And if that's an automatic Aquaman 3.
I heard about the Superman reboot. I don't know why you put Henry name in it though, because Henry already called Marvel like he trying to see if he can play anything over here.
What?
They said because like they doing a reboot of Superman, but he's not gonna be in it. So they was like, after he found that out, he called Marvel. Like, so I'm trying to figure out. I'm like, shit. I was thinking of all the characters he could be playing, because I'm like, shit. They got all these new openings for movies and shit coming that they ain't cast yet. Like, shit.
Wait a minute.
To be honest, I hate that like good actors get wasted on characters because people don't write them correctly. So he probably would thrive at Marvel, to be honest.
Trey, I gotta know something. If DC put you in charge of phase 1 for the new DCEU, what would you do? I'll be right back.
Oh. Now keep Amelia away from that mess. Aquaman actually did good. Like, I'll never take away from a movie just because of a network itself is trash. Wonder Woman are good movies, and Aquaman was a really good movie. Shazam was a good movie. I feel like Black Adam is gonna be a really good movie. So like, I feel like she could do it. That don't mean they gotta tie her into no contract, because to be honest, like, how many more Aquaman movies you gonna get if you already on 2? Like, she probably can sign a contract for 2 and 3 if they thinking of doing a 3, and that's it. She doesn't necessarily have to pop up in anything Justice League related, to be honest. And if she does, it may be like a little cameo. So I feel like she should be able to do that. I mean, but you ain't inside their house though, Ashley. Like, you can't be inside somebody's marriage to know why she's doing that though.
Okay.
And he shows that. So
I got it.
He left the lady he was with to be with her. So
got it. Okay, so what we're gonna do is do my version of the DCEU right now. I'm gonna talk y'all through this because I work better when I talk. When I stand and I can move. So what we would do is say we would keep Gal as Wonder Woman. I know she's pregnant right now, but we can work around that. Hey, Scarlett Johansson worked on Age of Ultron pregnant. If she was willing to work, I would work with her. Hey, or I could wait till after she's done being pregnant. Hey, give her time with her baby, her newborn, because I care about actors and what they have going on in their personal life. Get that done. Okay, take care of your baby, take a year off, be with your child. Cool, we come back, we start strong. Get Jason. Keep Jason as Aquaman. Keep her as Wonder Woman. Ezra would have to say, fuck Fantastic Beasts, or I just cast a whole new Flash. I wouldn't give a fuck. Whatever we would have to do to get Flashpoint made. I would make Flashpoint, reboot the whole fucking franchise. I'll just reboot the whole franchise. Bring those two together. Do a Flash movie. The next movie I would do would be a Batman movie. A Batman movie. Why Batman? Because you want to know who the Dark Knight is. You want to have a connection between Barry and Bruce. Why? Because people love those characters. Next thing I would do another Superman movie. Why? Because people love the Golden Boy. I wouldn't so much do a origin story, but I would start him as basically year one, where he's been through all the training, give a little mild flashbacks of what he's done to get to this point. Like just a little quick flashback. Tasha, read the donos that's coming up. It's two of them.
Sorry.
Stroll up.
Okay, let me see. It's I forgot what you call these. Thank you for the sticker. Is it Seminole? Thank you for the sticker. And Anil, thank you for the donation. Many of irritating theorizing people are really mad that their theories did not actualize in the show. They reached farther than Reed Richards can stretch and plate themselves.
I like the analogies. So after that, I would bring. I said Superman. I would do a Green Lantern movie because it's long overdue. As tough as that would be, I would bring a Green Lantern movie. Then I would go Martian Manhunter, right? Martian Manhunter origin story, Green Lantern origin story, but I would do John Stewart over. Hold up, I'm sorry, I missed the movie. I got this in my notes, but I missed the movie. I would bring Black Lightning in because I would make him a focal point. I would want Black Lightning as a focal point. Because I would bring Black Lightning in because I would have him meet Lynn. And in meeting Lynn, I would have Lynn introduce Jeff to John. Because in the movie, she would say, oh, my brother's away somewhere. I don't know where he's been. He's been away from home for so many years now. I haven't seen him. He said he's on a trip somewhere, taking care of some important otherworldly business. Hence the Green Lantern connection. That's where you would do his movie and bring him in. So you really have to connect these characters because those two are brother-in-law, right? I could work 10 years. I could have those two in a movie together, working together side by side. Shazam family, Flash family. By movie 3 of the Batman franchise, I would make fucking Nightwing would have been Nightwing. No, not Barry. Fucking Dick would have left. Jason would have came in, and by movie 4, Jason would be dead. Why? Because we want to get Red Hood. Then we bring in Tim. Tim would have grown up. Movie 1, the seed has already been planted. Damian is going to be a thing. Talia would have been fucked in movie 1. Guaranteed. Talia would have been fucked in movie 1.
Big Girl Geek, thank you for the donation. I would love to see the Hawks.
Like you got to get Damian in there somewhere. Movie 1, movie 2. And the reason I say movie 1 to go and get it out the way, because 8 years later, we're gonna go by real time. This is 8 years later, 10 years later, we're gonna find people don't really like time skips, so I wouldn't want to do a time skip. But you've been watching so many movies, you probably wouldn't even notice that the seed has been planted for the grandson of the demon. I'm like, bro, it's so much I could do
with so much time. I would need. Oh my god!
Why waste Henry Cavill on U.S. Agent?
What?
Why would you waste him on that? That's not. Why would you even want him to do that? Like, get the fuck,
bro. The casting y'all have, bro. That's with his physique. Like you would use him for somebody like, I don't know, Sentry, somebody God tier. Like you would use somebody like him for somebody like God tier, like Adam Warlock, somebody that's huge, you know. Like you don't use him for something a one-off U.S. Agent. If they would have cast him as U.S. Agent, I would have been like, "Fuck you, Marvel." Y'all are crazy. y'all are fucking nuts. What's wrong?
Just message.
You ready?
I was just gonna ask what time.
What time is it?
It's 6 already. 6:03. You still want me to do 6:30 or?
I say 6:45. Okay. So we can go. Cause we leave now. That's enough time to get there, and you know. What about Raven? Raven would come when I introduce the team as Titans. That would be the movie where Dick leaves and start recruiting other people. See, it always got to come to it. And then a Justice League movie would eventually happen. A Justice League versus Teen Titan movie would happen and the Titans would win that fight with me. And here's why: even the Titans, even the Greek gods feared the Titans. That's the saying. That's why they call themselves the Titans. Because the Justice League are like gods, but even the gods feared the Titans. Why do you think they're named the Titans, y'all? And the Teen Titans have beaten the Justice League. They can beat the Justice League. Why do you think, like people say all the time, oh, well, this person is the next person in line to be Batman. This person is the best variation. No. Bruce has always said, all the time, Dick is the best person for this job. I understand that people are more, Damian is more skilled and all that. I get that. But he doesn't have his compassion. It's morals to being Batman. Dick embodies that. Even more so. It's just his dedication to the mission. With Bruce being around, he always felt like he could be a little joker. Like he could goof off. That's just who he was. Because he always had Bruce there. But when Bruce died, he got a little bit more serious. He still had that joking nature, but you know, hey. Like, bro, I'm telling you, like this is me going off the top of the head. If I wrote this shit down, which I have some stuff written down in my notebook, DC is just, it's too great of a franchise to be failing like it is movie wise. You have like the Flash. I could bring Barry, bro. People like all the characters that I could do Zoom the right way, which is y'all like the right way. Like, yeah, the way they did Zoom on the show was good. I enjoyed it, but that's not, Zoom doesn't have.
It should be fine because I don't think nothing else went off. Yeah, it's back on. We finna go in a minute anyway, so.
Okay. Let me, I don't want to refresh and mess it up.
Mess up what though? You can refresh, ain't gonna do nothing. You gonna do nothing but refresh.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Well, we gonna get to get out of here soon anyway, but you can finish saying whatever you're saying. And
I don't even know what I was saying. What was the last thing I was saying?
yo, YouTube is not receiving enough for something, which makes no sense.
I mean, it's still there. That's probably just laggy, but that's why I was like, we probably can just go anyway.
Yeah. Sorry, y'all.
Yeah. Our internet be doing bullshit anyway with all this stuff going on because they be trying to give that shit to other people. So, like, it be, like, spread out. So, certain times of the day be worse than others, but...
Yeah, we gotta go, y'all. If you
but
watching
we've been
this...
in, like, 2 hours, so...
Yeah, if y'all watching this, look, we gotta go. I was saying, shit,
Yeah, them things real low, because it's supposed to be sick.
Okay. Look, we gotta go. Thank y'all for the support anyway.
Oh, they say it's about Zoom.
Zoom. Okay, yeah, Zoom. Like, I would do Zoom the correct way. I would do Salvatore the correct way. I would bring Max Mercury. Like, you could do movies. Like, I understand people were like, oh, I want to see the rogues, but people don't take those characters seriously, especially on a week to week. Like, they just don't. What?
She said, Miles need to go.